Okay, so here we've got a 1992 Honda CR250. There's a chap who's interested in trading this in, well, swapping this basically for a YZ490. So first of all, I'm going to do this video for him. I've not done anything with the bike. I've rolled it out the van, put it on the bench, and that's where we're at. So I've not cleaned it or anything like that. There's a few things that he's asked me to check out. One is that the crankcases are all in perfect condition, which they are. Two is the engine numbers all present, and three is the VIN numbers are all present. So that's all good. The motor turns over with good compression. I haven't tested the spark or the kill switch. It was a running riding bike when I bought it. So I'm assuming that in a few minutes we can get her fired up and ride her around. A few little bits and pieces. I mean, the bike overall looks fantastic in unrestored condition. Really nice, actually. I don't wash them because I want everyone to see the overall condition that they were bought in. Obviously it'd look a lot better with a wash, but that's like I say, I don't normally do that, and I haven't done that in this case. The plastics are not the originals. They're like Polysport or Cherbis plastics. Haven't looked in massive detail as to exactly what they are. And then the only other kind of thing to point out, really, which is a bit of a negative, is there's a dent on the frame rail, which I'll point out in a minute. And then other than that, the bike looks absolutely fantastic, really, I think. And these are a Super Evo bike, very well sought after, as we all know. And yeah, I mean, with a little bit of work, this would make an amazing thing, and a great asset to any collection, really. So let's have a close look at it, and then we can get it fired up and have a quick run around the garden on it, and then we'll see if we can do this deal on the YZ490, and if not, this will be going up on the general market, and someone will get themselves a fantastic bike. So if we have a look, the VIN numbers completely visible there. The engine number, I have cleaned it off a little bit, the engine number, but it's totally visible there. Difficult to get the condition of the crankcases on the video, but hopefully you can see that they're immaculate. I mean, everything looks flipping fantastic. I was shocked to see the damage on the frame, to be honest, with how nice everything else is. That is the damage on the frame. That is repairable. A decent fabricator would repair that without too much work, really. It is original paint on the frame. Like I say, the plastics aren't original, but the rest of it looks to be very original. Nice FMF Gold Series fatty pipe, which would give it a lot of nice bottom end grunt. Slight dint in that pipe there, which will blow out easy. I mean, I always think these pipes, blow them out and get them re-chromed, or nickel plated if you want to go to that expense, but re-chromed would be the thing that I would recommend. The fork seals aren't leaking. Everything's bang on them. These have been revalved at some point by a company called ProValve, who are an American suspension tuning company. Don't know a lot about them, but there we go. Front rim looks to be in great condition. I've not noticed anything untoward on that. Perfectly round. You do have little scuffs and scrape on these rims. It's 30-year-old bike, isn't it? You get a few scuffs and scrapes on you when you're 30 years old, unless you've been wrapped and left some up. Probably like a lot of the young kids these days, they'll probably end up with no scuffs and scrapes, will they? Everything just looking exactly as it should. Someone's widened the foot pegs. You could buy a foot peg widening kit where you weld on this section here to the original peg. So someone's done that. I mean, you could cut that off very easily if you wanted, or just leave as is. Depends if you're going to ride the thing, doesn't it? And the rear wheel as well, again, looks perfectly round. Again, haven't noticed anything untoward on that. Proper nice bike, Super Evo, 1992 Honda CR250. Will really not take a lot of work at all to make it an absolute stunner. Lovely thing. Let's get her fired up and have a quick ride round. So there is a little rattle, but the rattle is the kickstart slightly loose, and so that's rattling on the pipe. So that's all that is. Pulls great. It's not idling, so it's going to need the pilot jet cleaning. But other than that, flipping cracking bike. Sounds lovely, pulls lovely. Everything's working. Everything's as it should be. Just needs a little bit of work to get it tidied up, really. Please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just search Phoenix Motos.